Welcome to Super Chats. I'm Nick.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Carlos.
And this week, we have another box to open.
Exciting.
Ominous.
Let's see what's in this one. We're also sipping tea this week. It's a good thing.
Except for me, I'm thoroughly dehydrating myself even more.
Guzzling the Baja Blast.
Baja blasting.
Off again. Team Rocket. I've been playing Pokemon again. It's been a fun time. Playing through that Soul Silver this time around.
Very exciting.
It's a good game.
Soul Silver.
It's a Souls-like.
Yeah, sure.
Makes me want to dig that game out because I actually have that.
Ooh, it's a good one. I love that game.
That was the last one I ever bought.
That is a classic, so it makes sense. All right. So we're going to start this week with a little discussion prompt. A little question of the week. And I think it might provide some interesting conversation for us. So the news relating to this is that Niji Sanji English is having a new generation debut in a few days' time.
And the internet collectively groaned.
Yes. Everybody, basically, as far as I saw, outside of the very, very hardcore fans, their response was generally, oh, that's something. And then everybody just moved on. I guess the quick information is we've got three talents. We've got Ryoma Baronwort, Clara Charmwood, and Twisty Amanazako. And the question I have for you guys is, what would it take for you to care again about any of this? Or at all, even for the first time? Because the announcement that made its way to the virtual YouTubers subreddit, the top comment was by someone who has the wonderful name of Chibichangas. And it's the top of a comment, and it says, quote, well, I genuinely wish them the best of luck. They're going to need it.
Yeah.
And that is the top upvoted comment for a reason, because that is the basic response of everyone, as we already said. It's very much ooh, that's going to suck for them.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of work ahead of them because Niji Sanji is still at its lowest point of viewership since forever. So
Lowest point of viewership, but at least the uproar has died down enough that you don't hear about it all the time.
true, we're past the point of the controversy. We're now at the point of what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Because the numbers are very down for all of the English-speaking talents still.
It's basically everybody's getting half or less than half of the viewers that they did even a year or two ago.
Yeah, like 20 to 50% is usually what you can expect. Even on the large events that they've been doing, the concerts and the major streams and the 3D showcases and things like that, none of them are getting near the numbers that they used to do.
It's been genuinely really depressing for them.
Yeah,
Because
I can't imagine.
Because their biggest events of the year are pulling in not even comparable numbers to like events that are just being held by random Hololive members.
Yeah. And so I guess the question is, one, as a talent, how much does that suck whenever one of your greatest advantages, not overnight, but very quickly does turn into one of your greatest liabilities? The association is no longer a good one for most folks at Niji Sanji.
Yeah, I mean, people have been digging through because you can find like the super chat numbers for people. You can find that online.
Yeah.
And people have dug through, and especially the newest English branch, they're making so little money that they're basically not even breaking minimum wage if you just compare like super chats and like memberships and things.
Yeah. Which I'm sure there's some sort of I guess I'm not sure that there's some sort of a salary anymore. It's really hard to tell, frankly. And it sucks too, because the talents aren't the ones that are at fault in basically any of this situation. I'm sure there's a few, there's always the rats and everything out there that are going to tell you, oh, it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault, this person never liked that person, and all of that may be true. None of that may be true. We don't have any hard evidence of that. But we do know that management and the management style seems to have been a major cause for all of this, heartbreak for everybody anyways. And so when it comes down to the individual talents, especially with that last generation of talents of EN that came out and this new generation, it's really hard to see because they all seem like decent folks and, they're out here chasing their dream, trying to make a living at the same time. So it's just hard to see that,
So getting back to what you asked anyway, there's two things that have to happen for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Is one, they have to actually start caring about their English groups, which they obviously have done little to nothing to prove that for their latest one. And the second thing is it's much easier to quantify is, and this is just something I randomly threw out there, I would say they have to go at least a year with no more than 2 graduations.
So graduation amount being down, first of all, that's something that right now it almost is like the biggest uphill battle, I feel like, because I can't imagine morale is high at the company.
No.
Especially on the English side. We've seen how things have been going so far. We just got through another swath of graduations, as it were, and things have actually been calm for the last month or two.
Well, I think one of the Indonesian members just announced theirs again.
True, that has happened. It is a situation of, I don't think any of the Indonesian members were really sticking around anyways.
I've heard there's 1 or 2 of them that are determined to stay, but I am not super familiar with them. But and when I say no more than 2 graduations in a year, I'm talking exclusively outside of their Japanese branch.
That's fair.
I mean, just English ones. If they can go a year with no more than 2 English graduations, then that would be a sign that they're doing something better.
I think the biggest thing for me would be, I don't know, I don't know if I can say the complete removal of their CEO. That's never going to happen. The man founded the company and everything, so I don't even think that would be a realistic expectation at any point, even though I think that would be the biggest thing to moving the company forward, frankly. But I don't know. I don't know what I would want from him either, as far as words are concerned, or even I think a specific plan of action that was presented to the public would be a fantastic way to go. That really shows off, that not only are they dedicated to improving the way they're doing things and changing things and turning things around and providing better support for their talents and everything, but they have to actually show it. They have to tell us that it's going to happen, but they also have to show that it's happening in some way.
I can't really say that it's even the CEO, that him personally would have to do everything or take some huge fall for it, because they're a big enough company that something like that can't possibly fall on one person. That's a failure of a company. Yeah,
but he's the face of the company.
He's the face of it.
He's the human man face of the company.
Yeah.
So he's the one that I think that the announcements would be coming from no matter what. But also it would have to be a situation of whoever it is being well, we've also determined what went wrong here and how these things happened. You need a plan for improvement that is actually being executed. And then also you need to be here's the managers that we were talking about. You don't have to name and shame specifically, but it has to be you have to show that something is different. You have to talk about if people that were problems have been removed, then that they actually were. Things like that.
So, hi.
Hey.
For me, it's simpler. I think you'd be shocked how simple it is for me. They can't. They really can't. Are you someone went to the darkest place in their entire life and they went through that continuously. Management did nothing. The biggest news we got from the higher ups was stock prices. if this was a smaller YouTube group, they'd be laughed off the platform. But the fact that it's a company means they've been able to barrel forward.
I would say management did worse than nothing. They tried to make it worse.
Actively.
I'm embarrassed that happened. I'm embarrassed that this company exists. No, they can't win back my will. I don't think there's anything they can do. I feel bad for the talents who are joining in. I wish them well. But I don't know what they could possibly do to make me feel comfortable watching anything Niji Sanji related. I don't understand, especially when, I mean, for God's sake, we don't need more VTubers. Let's wrap back around, spin our head around that. When a new VShojo YouTuber gets announced, it's really exciting because VShojo ones are very like left field and exciting, and there's obviously the element of who did they recruit from a previous organization, and now they're in a better place, and we're gonna hear an outpouring of support and stories about how they have it better here now, and we get to see the content they wanted to make that they weren't able to make before. When a new Hololive VTuber gets announced, it's like, oh, they're gonna get to join the big flock, and Hololive so far has been a good company, and they're gonna get to tour and do all this stuff and get all this support. It's like watching a little creator you love win the lottery. When a new Niji Sanji gets announced, what are you supposed to feel? What makes Niji Sanji special anymore, especially the EN branch, and especially now? Before all this crap got out, I could get why people liked Niji Sanji. It was like, it was an organization that was a little different from Hololive. They had some wackier talents. They had a different vibe. We've moved the rock and too many bugs scurried out for me to feel comfortable putting that rock back down.
Well,
I think
it's
that's
also that joining them used to be considered guaranteed success.
Yeah.
And it's not anymore.
Yeah, that's why I have this pulled up here.
It's now actively the other way around. It's an active detriment, basically.
I go out of my way on this to not talk about numbers because I'm not a numbers. Okay, I'm a numbers guy to the point of analysis, but I think spirituality, it's bad for the brain. So I always avoid talking about numbers. But Victoria Brightshield, who's arguably the standout from the previous generation, the one that most people can say off the top of their head. I also follow, like, I think it was a snow leopard lady from the last one. A lot of cute designs from it. I can't even name all the fucking people from the last generation.
Frankly, it's not. Well, I guess the other thing that I would like to say real quick is that none of us have really been Niji Sanji fans in the past. Anyways.
No.
And frankly, there's not a whole lot that would make me, in the same vein, go after a Niji Sanji talent as someone I'd follow, frankly.
Every single person I liked from Niji Sanji has graduated and is now doing a different activity that I enjoy just as much. A lot of the people who are left, I actively dislike because I don't appreciate their decorum during the upheaval. And anyone else who's left who I could enjoy, they're damaged by being associated with the brand. Like, gosh, I could think of parallels, but I'd rather not go fishing for that. But Victoria Brightshield is at 103,000 subscribers. That's a good number for a VTuber. It took her a while to get there. Her streams don't do super duper well. If we look at some of these random ones, I'm seeing numbers ranging from 3.1, 7.2 to 12K. And 12K was an exciting one because that's when she started playing the Bunny Garden game. So that's when she was playing the VTuber meta. Again, hate comparison. But we look at Hololive, Koseki Bijou has 595,000. Her streams averaged 90K viewers.
Yeah. Well, views specifically,
Yeah,
not
views.
viewers, not concurrent viewers.
I watched this 110. So the point being, what's there to be excited about? You're going to put out a new VTuber group, and your previous one is not done flopping on the deck for lack of oxygen or water. You're not going to give them the support they need because your management is a wreck. There's no good vibes because people now hate your company. You never apologized. You never owned up to it. And in fact, you tried to make it worse. There's nothing they can do. If the vibe's damaged.
I think that's the biggest thing to hit on too, is like, I don't know how they recover, because I think the thing that is that when I started with that question and where I was going with it was I was slipping into the mind of a Niji Sanji fan, perhaps.
Yeah.
I wasn't a Niji Sanji fan to begin with. There was nobody there I really followed. I followed Pomu when she was there, and boy, there's still a couple talents there that I really do like. I like Scarla and I like Rosemi, but every time I see that they're live, I go, Niji Sanji though, and I just click off.
It was unfortunate because they were.
It's Poison now. The name is Poison.
It was it for me. They were at kind of the stage where I was at for Phase Connect for a long time, where there's a couple of you that I like. Maybe someday I'll look into more of you. Phase Connect, yeah, I looked into more of them, and now I actively watch them a lot. That all that stuff happened with Niji, and I'm like, I only watched a few of you. I think I'm just gonna cut the company at this point. Just completely cut it off, not give them the time of day anymore.
Yeah, I haven't watched a single live stream from them, I think, at all. And again, even when I see, like, if I see a Niji Sanji post on Twitter, I skip it because I'm just like, I don't even want it, you know? And so it's one thing, I guess, to try and reclaim that audience that they lost, which is what, like, how do you do that is really what I'm getting at, I guess.
One thing,
but I don't think they're ever going to specifically recapture any of the three of us because we were never specifically in their fold either way. I don't think.
The unfortunate side is, as you mentioned, actually, never apologizing for anything. At this point, apologizing would do no good.
It would be
Oh, we're
insulting.
way past the apology stage.
Yeah, it would be an insult at this
It
point.
would do no good and actively make things worse if they did it now.
Yes, 100% it would. No, short of like basically cleaning out the entirety of management and like the owner, like I said, which is not going to happen realistically. But if we're blue skying, unless you get rid of everybody that's involved at a corporate level and replace them, there's not really a way to salvage the name, and even then, the name's fucked. You can't salvage the name Niji Sanji at this point. I just think it's poison. So, all of that plus a rebrand, basically.
What, pull a Walker and try rebranding?
Yeah, which then would make everyone even angrier. So that's it. I think you're right, Cameron.
Yeah.
Is that there is no good answer for this. There's nothing they can really do to get back what they've lost in this exchange.
VTubing in the entertainment sphere in general is a very delicate realm where it gets difficult to enjoy media when you feel as though there's baggage contained with it. I'm a big fan of Mappa animation, but hearing about how much difficulty they had with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 genuinely makes watching some of their stuff more difficult. So now also transferring that feeling here where the talents, this very specific people who are the whole show, have been getting hurt. I don't know. If the clown pukes, the birthday's over.
Yeah.
You can't come back.
No, it's completely fair, frankly. That's I've mentioned in the past that I suffer from being tragically old. And the last time around that this happened for me, it was 100% the Achievement Hunter community, where I watched Achievement Hunter for years and I enjoyed their content, and it's aged poorly. I fully admit that, even in general. But before we even talk about that, there was an incident with one of the people where we found out a lot about the shit that they had been doing, and it was not good at all. And I stopped watching all of their content from then on out, and they never managed to reclaim me as a fan.
Yep. I went through the exact same thing.
And I don't even know how they could. And it's not even specifically anyone there that remained, like anybody that remained there and was working there. It's not any of their fault. Not that I can point a finger at least.
And
Not
even-
that I ever learned.
And the Rooster Teeth one was even an example of immediate accountability, immediate firing, immediate apologies, immediate how do we make this better?
But it just felt bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, that's gross and bad. And they handled it as perfectly as they could. And it still felt too awkward to go back and watch anything. Shit, there were times when I would go back just to watch like a classic Let's Play and I'd be like, oh, he's in it. Never mind. You know, like what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. So I think they poisoned the well, unfortunately, frankly. And they wouldn't be doing it if they weren't making any money. Don't get me wrong. They would have already rolled up shop, I'm sure. Or if they didn't see that they might have some path back to relevance and profitability and all that good stuff that business folks like. But I don't know, once you've damaged your reputation that thoroughly by performing actions that garbage, that there is an effective or even a possible way to really get back to it. So
I guess ultimately doing what they're doing is their only path forward.
yeah,
Well, I guess aside from just actively not doing anything.
there is no war in bossing, so
Disassemble the entire EN branch and give everyone you hired their assets for free.
there you go.
I would watch the talents for fucking sure.
Yeah.
A Japanese agency would never do that.
Cool.
No,
I'll
they
keep
won't.
not watching.
Yeah, that's basically the answer then, frankly. I think for all of us. I mean, I don't know. I won't speak for you, Carlos, but Cameron spoke for himself and I basically agreed. So, but yeah, I guess that's the answer is there is not really a way that I can see because I think no matter what, it's just kind of fucky. But thank you for indulging in the question I provided this week. Like I said, it was tied in with the news, and it wasn't something we were even going to talk about at all. But I figured at this point we're a few months on, frankly, from the major explosion of all of the things that happened. And so I kind of wanted to check in and see how we were all feeling. And yeah, we're all pretty much on the same page still, I think, where we all look at Niji Sanji and every time the word pops up, we go, ew. I don't want it. So,
Not impressed.
and again, none of us are also reasonability check here. None of us are going out of our ways to harass anyone.
Good Lord, no.
That is shit behavior. Don't go looking for fights. There you go.
No, there's a couple.
That's a boilerplate.
There's one in particular that still. She does a few things that I'm really not thrilled with. She's done things in the past I'm really not thrilled with. I've always been kind of conflicted on her, and I'm not going to drop names. I'm just saying that I've stayed away from it.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'll tell you two after.
Yeah,
but
I'm curious.
I'm not going to name drop in the recording. I don't want to get that involved with this.
Yeah, we can keep that tea unspilled. That's fine. All right. But I think that's all of our thoughts right now on where we are with that. And now we can go back to ignoring Niji Sanji. Sound good?
Who?
Yep. That's right. Now we're going to talk about good news, happy things, fantastic events like the birthday of Ina. Mai Inanis. There's her name.
There it is. That was my name. Happy birthday, Nina.
Happy birthday, Ina.
I'm sorry I only watched 6 minutes of your stream. I was EP.
Yeah, I didn't get as much of it as I wanted either, frankly. I think that's just the unfortunate state of affairs currently. But she does have some cool stuff that came out of her birthday, like a new original song called... Oh, no.
Mechanopsis?
Mechanopsis.
Very pretty art.
Yeah. She did a really cool job with the video. I guess not just her. She did the art for the video, I believe. But there's a lot of work that went into that video, I'm sure.
She was really excited to be working with the people that she did on this.
Mm-hmm. I think that was mostly her birthday live stream anyway, was her going through and talking about the video and talking about the song and who wrote it and who produced it and how the artwork came together and how the video came together and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
she likes doing some nice calm things. She doesn't do big, huge performances.
Yeah.
She likes just being the chill person.
yeah, and it's reflected in her music, frankly. It's very not quite ambient, but it's very... I don't know how to describe it. It's reminiscent of Violet, that's for sure. It's got a lot of the same vibe going, that ethereal, like almost a hollow sound to it. I don't know how to really delve into it, I guess, but it's a really cool song, frankly.
Yeah, with some nice, like, darker, more mature art of herself.
Yeah. It is really cool art. The lyrics are really interesting. I haven't like dived deeply into them, but they seem to be pretty dark lyrics. You know, a lot of heavy stuff going on in there. It's one of those, Japanese songs. They have that going on, frankly. But yeah, the music, the song, that was the big thing. So it's her second original song. You can listen to it now. It is available on the YouTubes. Please check it out if you are so inclined. And also, if you are so inclined, Cameron.
That's time for merch.
There's merch.
Birthday 2024. The art is made.
It's time to focus up.
Okay, I'm on it.
You got this.
So there's a plate.
Fortify, brother.
And there's an apron.
Yes, there is. What else we got?
There's a cookie cutter.
What kind of cookie
mold
cutter?
in the shape of the Takadachi.
That's cool.
It's a set.
Oh, it's cute.
And there's a sticker.
That's the bonus if you buy everything, you get the sticker.
I'm not paying $72 for a sticker.
Why not? Are you a bitch?
There's a plate. It comes with a plate stand. It has the key art, which is her has made. There is an apron. The apron's really cute. I've never worn an apron once in my life.
Oh, they're fantastic for baking.
I like how the plate comes with a display stand.
But it's not for eating off of. Come on. What is it, a plate?
And there's also the cookie cutter and stamp. So you can make cookies that look like her and the squids.
Takodachis. I will also say that every one of them is punned. They all have pun names.
Yeah,
like the Dine in a plate. Or the Totally Chef apron. I don't really get that one.
I don't really get that one.
The One of Us cookie cutter mold set, which is 3. So it's One of Us, but it's 3.
Join.
I guess the bonus original sticker is not punned.
Yeah.
So
Have a good one, Ina.
got me again. Good old Ina niece. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. $72 for the whole set. I think the cookie cutter is because the plate's $20, the apron's $36, and the cookie cutters are $17 if you want to get them individually. All really cool stuff. As we all know, their quality is usually pretty top notch. So,
Yep.
if you're a big fan of Ina, there you go.
Buy your mom the Ina apron. Explain nothing.
I will also say that Ina has a new toggle, which I've seen, which is magnificent. She can now zip up her hoodie so that she just looks like a long taco. It is horrifying to me personally.
Horrifying.
And it's also taking over Twitter as fan art is running amok. And I don't know how to describe some of the things I've seen, but it's pretty funny, if nothing else. So there you go. That's all the information I've got. You guys have anything else about Ina's birthday?
No, we covered it.
I said, go birthday. Wow, that's some spicy Wawa fan art.
And Nick's looking at bad stuff.
I'm looking at good stuff.
I'm telling Mom.
Kiara would high five me and be like, look at that ass.
You kidding me? There's a 50-50 chance that was Kiara retweeting it.
Yeah, actually, let's check. Let's actually check. Yes, Takanashi Kiara retweeted this.
Go to Takanashi Kiara's Twitter account and look.
Yep. You can see the full curvature of her ass in this fan art. Are there any questions? I didn't think so. Oh, man. Do you guys have any favorite Twitter interactions this week? Because I do.
I do.
Take off.
No, it's way too early. We could talk about it during the comment section.
Does yours involve pipe bombs?
No.
Mine does. There's a YouTube content creator named Bricky who's been doing some VTuber crossover stuff recently. And I don't really know a whole lot about Bricky. I think he makes Warhammer 40k content and some other stuff. We talked about him in the past, actually, once or twice. Popular guy, pretty cool stuff. He posted on Twitter, which VTuber is most likely to mail me a pipe bomb or to put a pipe bomb in my mailbox? You might be surprised about this, but the universal response was basically, Pippa. It's Pippa. It's always Pippa. People are just like, it's every comment, it's Pippa. And so eventually he came back to that and replied to his own post and said, all right, so it turns out I need to be looking out for this Pippa. And then Pippa replied to that and said, hey, what's your address? So that is my favorite tweet interaction of the week, I think. Actually, I have one that I like a little bit more, but we can get to that later on. Cameron, you sure you don't want us to share yours right this moment?
I mean, we can since we brought it up twice.
You don't have to. We can move on. I can be.
No, it's weird to bring it up twice and not talk about it and get it out of the way. Hey guys, hey fellas, how's it going? You may recall that a couple episodes ago, I believe it was Globy they had some new VTubers come out.
A whole new generation.
A whole new generation.
It's sort of a split generation. We got the boys and the girls, but yeah, Equinox and Solstia.
So during one of the discussions of one of the new VTubers, we were discussing a Fennec Fox who goes by the moniker Ambrose.
Ambrose.
We had a good discussion. It was fun. I don't think I had gone to his debut by the time we were speaking of it, but I did go back and listen to his debut later on. During the discussion, we brought up an artist I wasn't very familiar with, Ambrose, however, that was quite familiar with them. We discussed how Ambrose was a fan of Cupcake. During this, I very foolishly promised I would make a remix per his request if he were to comment on the podcast. And unfortunately, he commented on the podcast almost immediately.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I was not prepared. So, man of my word, I began perusing and trying to discover what it would take to make this happen.
My favorite thing in the world about this, I just want to point out, is I don't think Cameron could ever enjoy listening to Cupcake. It does not seem like Cameron's kind of music. And by that, I mean, it is everything I've ever heard from Cupcake is so overtly sexual.
The lyrics go hard. They're
Yes.
definitely liberating. I think the people who live by those words live freely.
I believe the most popular Cupcake song is probably, or the most well-known is probably CPR.
Yeah, so CPR is what I shot for.
Yes.
So, man of my word, following the duty I had forsworn to Ambrose, the designated boy kisser of the universe, I went ahead and I did, in fact, remix him to the CPR Cupcake song. I found an instrumental. I spent 2.5 hours. I set a rule that I could only use stuff from the debut stream, which is good because every other stream he's done is much longer than the debut. I immediately downscaled the project from a full song to 1 minute because, oh boy, have you ever listened to an hour and 40 minutes of audio trying to find words that rhyme?
I just imagine you like in front of your computer being like, all right, that sentence ends in this word, types out the word. That sentence ends in this word, types out the word.
So
and just like trying to match it up like it's a fucking like just red strings on a cork board kind of thing.
I just can't believe you found what you did all from one debut stream.
Impressive work all told, frankly.
So what I did is I listened to the stream. I downloaded an MP3 of it. I listened through it. I waited till he said incriminating words or things I could take out of context. I sliced those and put them aside. And then I looked for phrases that rhymed with those.
Interesting.
So I've never done this before. Literally have never done this. Finished it up, made a bad video, put it on Twitter, and patiently waited.
You used his meme tag, which is good.
I did.
That's the appropriate thing to do.
He didn't see it right away, so I strategically kept liking his post until he saw it.
I was 100%. If he hadn't seen it by the time he commented, like that day, I was just gonna hop in and be like, I was just going to directly at him and be like, "We did our job. Please look, sir."
I absolutely had determined the funniest way for him to find it is organically. So I just
100%.
hit in his tag. He found it. I like his reply. It was basically like, "I'm dying."
It's very good.
I forget the name of her, but the cow as well found it, and she
Yeah,
really
Alicia.
liked it. I really liked her too, so like I'm very happy.
Also, I would like to point out my actual favorite Twitter interaction this week is that she followed us on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh,
It's so
shit,
cool.
hell yeah.
Hey, if you're watching this, you're really fucking cool. I watched.
God.
I also watched your debut when I went home from the episode. And by the way, it's rare for me to follow through on watching the debuts I promised to get back to. So take that as a compliment, everyone.
Yes.
Also, of the official Globy Twitter also liked the video.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's endorsed. I remember I took this really seriously because he kept joking in his debut, like, I don't know if Globy's going to let me do this song. I don't know if Globy's going to let me do this. Well, Globy likes it. Go ahead, man. Full sales. Some of the lyrics, some of those aren't okay. I don't think you can speak the way with that much bravado and with that much confidence about the torsion. You got to change something up. That can't be you.
Out here making big moves.
Yeah, you can't make those big moves.
Also, Elise did comment on it and said, "This is art" in all caps too.
That made
great.
I audibly clapped. I like stood up and went "Hua." So thank you. It is art. Thank you for noticing.
All right. Well, the WAP remix is still on the way.
No promises.
That is Cameron's trademark phrase now, as he's been called out specifically about it.
But for future reference, Ambrose, it's much easier if you can just send me a pre-recorded MP3. Most converter websites won't touch live streams.
Fair enough.
Much appreciate. Thank you, man. It's an honor. Also, you're really good at streaming. I like you. Thank you.
This has been a fantastic series of engagements. We really appreciate all of you folks at Globy.
I am no longer promising anything. Next time I fuck up, it's going to hurt more.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you have to learn. Have you learned your lesson?
Oh, hard.
Yes, there we go. We've all learned our lessons. And now we're going to learn about Henya's from V Shoujo's 3D debut.
Woo.
Carlos, how was it?
I watched some of it.
Yes, same here. I watched little bits and pieces.
It was actually the what I did see of it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the amount of like high quality. She has to have some insane like studio setup for whatever she was doing.
I'm really curious about it because Oren, who's another VTuber, she's an indie. She recently did a video specifically about how she did a full 3D concert at her house.
Yeah.
And she was like, I used 9 applications and I'll show you how I did it. So it's one of those things where like, apparently you can just sort of do that if you dedicate enough time and effort into it.
I guess.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure Henya probably had a studio somewhere. I would like to imagine.
I'd imagine because man, the tracking that she had for that was just, it was flawless. Like there was no lag, no jittering or anything.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's supremely impressive, frankly, that she managed to do that, and she seemed like she was having a ton of fun with it.
Yeah,
lots of gags, lots of little jokes in there about her being and I'm going to say the word wrong because I always say this word wrong, hikikimori, which is just like a shut-in, but in Japan. So.
My favorite part from that was the very start of the stream where she popped out and was like, "Hey, and it's I'm in 3D now. It's my model. Look at my beautiful room." And then all of a sudden, her room suddenly starts falling back, and it's just like a piece of cardboard, and you see like a gigantic mess background with like empty soda bottles,
lots
and
of manga and lots of empty pop bottles and a 4:3 aspect ratio TV for some reason.
Nostalgia.
Oh yeah. It's pretty great. I really love the fact that whenever it shows the side view of her room, you can see she has OBS open on her computer. I was just like, hey, I get that reference. That's great. So yeah, it's a fun stream. It's a cool stream. We're not going to do a play-by-play on this one, but she did sing a few songs, which was really fun. She started with Discommunication Alien. Is this a favorite of yours, Carlos?
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
really
really
good.
good.
It's also one of Pecora's top viewed covers.
Ooh, nice. There you go. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. She also had a bunch of guests.
Yeah.
Guests such as Shy Lily, Geary, Mint Fantome, Nina My Inanis, who is well known as one of Henya's friends, frankly.
Yeah.
I loved when they collaborated for the first time. It was very nice to see them collaborate for the first time. Ever. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I'm coming.
Clippers, get on that.
Clippers, you know what to do. Nick needs it. He asked for it specifically. He wants me saying that.
You know what? I realize now what Cameron's pointing out to me, and I don't like it either.
Yeah, weird that you did that.
Weird that I did that.
Yeah, weirdo, strange, bizarre.
For audio listeners, I pushed Mr. Squeaks off the end of the table. It was an act of pure aggression. Cameron is very upset. He's taking it personally.
I'm better.
I'm glad that he's doing better. Would you like to push the chimkin off?
No.
You're a better person than me.
We gotta keep the kids out of the woods.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I guess that way they don't get eaten by wolves.
In the metaphor, war is the woods.
Damn it. My chimkin. Now I see how it feels and I don't like it. You watch your fucking Takadachi.
You're lucky it's his birthday.
Yeah.
Taka wants to be in the woods. Haven't you heard? He likes Fauna.
He does like Fauna. Man, he loves Fauna.
He fucking loves Fauna.
What are we doing? There's one of those moments where I realized that we're just being silly boys, and we should finish by saying that Keisan was also a guest, as was...
Oh, Keisan.
Haruka Caribou, and I believe Ironmouse.
Yeah, actual fellow members were there.
Whoa. Shoujo.
Yeah.
not just other people from other companies and indies.
Vishojo's a company.
Yes.
I thought it was just like a rescue team.
Yeah, more or less. But rescue teams are also parts of companies, you know?
True.
Either way, it's a great event. I fully recommend it. Henya is amazing and wonderful. Would have been cool to get a meet and greet with her, but I fucking didn't.
Hey, Henya, if you're watching this, can you get my boy hooked up?
Yeah, don't. That's weird. That's nepotism. I don't want that.
Hey, Henya, don't do that.
Yeah.
Change his mind.
But Henya, if you would like a 1 pound Reese cup, I know some people.
I feel like. Oh, okay.
I got this little town in Pennsylvania called Hershey.
I don't think she'd like Hershey.
That's a real offer.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a real offer?
What do you mean it's an? Oh, okay. I guess I misspoke. It's 2 half-pound Reese cups, is what it actually is. You can buy them at Hershey because Hershey makes Reese's.
I know.
And I may have purchased in the past the 1 pound pack of 2 half-pound Reese's cups.
I was tempted by the Kit Kat. The big.
I had to
giant
cut
Kit
it like a pie.
Kat. God, this conversation hurts.
It was delicious. I ate like a quarter of one and I was like, I better stop. And then I ate the rest of it. Anyway.
Whoopsie doodle.
I think that's the only thing I would have said to her if I'd actually gotten the meet and greet. I would literally be like, is there a way I can ship this to someone that you know that is okay with it or something so we can get you one of these ridiculously large Reese cups? Well. Oh, I guess while I'm talking about it, I've got like 5 meet and greets and I'm excited for it. I'm gutted that there's certain meet and greets I won't get to do that I applied for and just missed out on. Obviously, I'm disappointed I don't get to meet Henya. I don't get to meet Mint Phantom. Like, those are upsetting. Heartbreaking ones. Heartbreaking that I didn't get Aura. And, like, one, proud that Aura is sold out for those. Secondarily, really sad I'm not one of the people that got to do a meet and greet and get to see Aura. Mostly because I just wanted to, like... I don't even know what I'd say at this point and be like, hey, you remember me?
I'm that guy.
I'm that dude. I'm that man. I'm that person.
You must have amnesia. You forgot I'm him.
You forgot that I'm him. I'm like a dog.
Oh, no.
Hey, before we get too deep into that, how about we change subject and talk about something completely normal, like Kattarina Cutie from Idol Corp, who is normal. And then, okay, so every time that I don't vibe with a VTuber, I actually feel sad about it because I think she's really talented and funny. She's just like a different vibe from what I normally go for VTubers.
She admittedly has a vibe that if you don't get along with it, you're probably going to be actively pushed away from her.
Yeah.
I know this feeling.
Yeah, there's a few folks out there. I mean, like, that's obvious because for each person, we all have likes and dislikes, but like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I see her and I really want to like her, but I don't know, man. She's just like, she's very zany and she's very like excited and there's a lot going on. So like, I hope all the best for her, but I hope all the best for her from like a slightly different location.
But I come back to say that she's having her Donothon right now.
Yes, she is. So if you like Kattarina Cutie, and you should, I wish I did. I like her. It's just, we've been over this. But if you're a big fan of Kattarina, then you can go and hop over to her Donathon. It's happening for a little while, a few days at least,
She's only on her like second day as of the recording.
Yeah, so it'll be going for a little while. Check it out. By the time this comes out, it might be wrapped. I'm not exactly sure.
It might be.
But we'll be keeping an eye on it and hoping that everything goes really well for her and that we get some cool, fun stories out of it,
Yeah.
That's where I stand. Where do you stand, Cameron?
I've formed no opinion. I haven't seen enough of her.
That's fair enough.
She was one of their like original members that they're kind of coming back around to her now that the company's been built up a lot more. But she hasn't gotten a lot of attention previously just because she's been around since before the company really had their name out there.
Fair enough. That's one of those things where I am glad they gave them like big re-debuts, her and Nikki, because they were around, like you said, for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's nice that they got a little kind of catch-up bump after everybody else showed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Any other thoughts, opinions, concerns?
We'll be looking into that later.
There you go. Next up, Offkai will be having a Light Up the Night concert. This I am excited about. I don't know if it's... I thought it was individually ticketed, but I haven't seen anything about individual tickets for it. So
I don't know if any of that stuff at Offkai is ticketed.
I heard some of the concerts would be, but again, I haven't seen anything yet.
See, I don't think this is, because I specifically put this in because I saw the announcement for it and read in the comments, and this is going to be live streamed free onto the Offkai's Twitch channel.
Oh, hell yeah. That'll be great then.
So this is something that I will be able to watch without being there.
You guys will be able to like be there with me, but digitally, and you can hear me scream really loud, probably.
I'm going to be in the concert.
You've been to a concert with me before.
Yeah.
You weren't near me, though, I guess. You were on the other side of, like, the venue.
Yeah.
I yell a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very vocal when it comes to... Oh, no, because you were there, I think, whenever we went and saw folks at Anime Boston. We saw the concert up there. I'm pretty sure I was yelling during that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Was I yelling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, the main talents on the stage are going to be Kira Lily, Miori Celesta, Takanasha Kiara, Bao the Whale, Aruvan, and Kira Spica. So I know 3 of these folks. I know Miori Celesta. Obviously, I know Kiara. 4 of these folks. I know Bao the Whale, and I know Kira Spica. I like all of them. I'm going to have to look into Kira Lily, and I'm going to have to look into Arvin. Arvin? Aruvn. Arvin.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into them and find out a little more about them when I have the time here. But yes, it's going to be emceed by Coefficient, the big streaming Puerto Rican man, and Vivi the Dragon, who I believe is an indie VTuber.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I've heard good things. And it's confirmed, like you said, that it'll be streaming on the Offkai Twitch channel. So join me in this exciting concert experience for the ages, is what I would like to say.
It's a really wild mix of people from all different backgrounds.
Yes. I'm very excited that Kiara is going to be part of it. So I was talking about meet and greets just a minute or two ago, and I know what meet and greets I get to go to, and I'm excited for them, and I'm not going to say the ones I did get into at this point. Apparently they'll do a general lottery at some point, and so there's a chance I could get into some of the ones I didn't get into in the first place anyways. But also the Hololive talents haven't been announced yet on who got into theirs. They're apparently like still working through that, and so I'm sitting here like, do I get to meet Kiara? It's the second time I've tried. Be nice to know. Like, so either way, whether I get to meet Kiara or I don't get to meet Kiara, or I get to meet Kaela or I get to meet Bijou or whoever, like, I don't know yet. Hopefully I know soon. I will probably freak out and post something on Twitter if I do get to meet anybody. So,
Attaboy.
You know what's gonna happen is
all of them.
you got denied for like almost everybody you applied to, and then you're gonna get accepted to like all of the
All the ones
Hololive
I can't afford because they're all too expensive.
They're all the most expensive.
Yep, that's the way it would go too, frankly. I mean, I think that's part of the funny thing is the fact that like a lot of the folks that I didn't get accepted to that I was really excited to do a meet and greet with are folks that they weren't charging a lot for their meet and greets. So I think that it was just one of those things where, or they were free entirely. So the accessibility of them was probably just the determining factor.
A lot of them were free, and and the idle ones,
They were
$10.
$10. Yeah. So I guess I'll say that spoiler. I don't get to do a meet and greet with any of the idle talents. And that's, again, it's only fair. The lottery is the lottery for a reason. It just it sucks, but it's going to suck for people no matter what if you don't get it. So I have to just be like, okay, well, I'd still get to meet and greet with some really cool folks. So,
I mean, the unfortunate thing is there's only two real ways to do it. Is first come, first serve that sucks for a lot of people, or a lottery system that sucks a little bit for everyone.
Yeah. So At the end of the day, I will be applying to work at Idol as a manager. I'll meet everyone and leave. Be like, this was fun.
I just need to talk with all of them for like 3 minutes. Yeah, sure. All right, that was good. Here's my 2 weeks. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 2 hours.
Bye. Getting paid to talk to VTubers. What an awesome job.
That's right. Can you imagine being a manager at any Idol company? Maybe taking a shower today. Take a fucking shower.
No, I'm not sure which game would do more numbers. Only Up kind of had its day in the light. And to be honest, I think most people have already seen enough Bunny Garden. Yeah, you're right. Definitely place some more content warning.
I think what we need to do is come up with a new strategy that really focuses on your talents. Your model has huge breasts. Really need to zero in on that.
Or you end up like, it's like, oh, okay, you're so overworked. It's like, oh, just okay, just do it. I don't care. Not even paying attention. You wake up the next day and then Callie's playing like a hentai game on stream.
Yeah, because you okayed it. Oh, no.
And Bay's playing genital jousting.
Again?
Oh, no.
God damn it, PP Rat, stop it.
But management accepted it.
Management had an off day and a little too much to drink, okay? Oh, man. All right, I think that's all the big news anyways. I'm excited for Offkai. God, it's so close now that I'm just like, I can feel it. It's in the air. I'm so like jazzed, but also like every day I go to work and I'm screaming because I don't want to be at work. I want to be on a fucking plane to another part of the country.
Skill issue.
Shut up, nerd. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. All right, it's half and half now. But why don't, instead of me mocking Cameron for no reason, friends.
Family.
Family. Fast cars. Let's jump into the news bits.
Hey.
Cameron,
Yeah.
I'm putting you in charge right now
Of what?
of reading the first news bit.
Hololive has a new Magical Girl Witch theme merch on Amazon. Does this tie into the anime they're doing?
I believe so.
The anime where they announce voice actors and it's not the talents.
So were you also confused by that image?
So, no, yeah, a bit. What's going on?
Okay. Hololive has a new anime coming out about how 6 of the girls from the company will be witches. It will be Luna, Miko, Amane Kanata, whose full name I remember, Marine, Shion, and Chloe, right? And an image circulated of the voice actresses, and it was confusing. I voted for Pat Buchanan. The ballot was confusing. It was basically you had 2 levels, and so what it looked like was that Chloe was voicing Marine, and then all of the other girls were being voiced by random Japanese women. But what in reality was those are just pictures of the entire cast,
Okay.
Not in any particular order. All of the girls are voicing themselves in the show, and then also random Japanese women, who I don't know, and I apologize for my lack of knowledge on seiyus. Please don't crucify me, Twitter. I swear I'm one of the good ones. I try. All of the random Japanese women are voices of other characters in the show.
Okay, because I felt like I saw like a Japanese voice actress who I recognized being assigned to a VTuber, and I felt like I was watching like a Chris Pratt type scenario.
Right? Like, it feels like it.
Wait, no, Mario has a voice.
He's retired, Nintendo says.
He wasn't retired at the time.
Nintendo says.
Nintendo says, Chris has it from here.
Chris-san. Arigato gozaimasu.
Chris-san's schedule will be very busy since he's also performing in the Garfield film. He has great range.
Thank you, voice of Nintendo Directs.
I'm sorry, Chris Pratt. I don't know why you're catching strays on this podcast.
He has a fucking talent for catching strays, that guy. I don't know, man. And I'm not just talking about, like, stray animals either. Garfield, I don't fucking know what I'm doing anymore. All right, point is, there's an anime coming out. The girls are voicing themselves. There are also other voice actresses. And now there's merch that you can buy on Amazon.
It seems to be a single shirt. No, wait, there's more shirts.
there's more than
There's
one.
the evil shirt.
How dare you?
They're all
Yes.
cute little chibi shirts, though.
Yeah, you got Magical Girl Holowitches, and then you got the 3 light themed ones and the 3 dark themed ones. You got the 2 mascot. We're turning you into Magical Girls characters. All of them. Bunch of different shirts.
It's very cutesy. I'd get picked on at school.
You just show those bullies what's what.
I can't show those bullies what's what. Those bullies will destroy me.
They're available in men's big and tall, and women size fits. And they're available from extra small to 6 extra large.
You can sleep
Yeah.
in it.
Bro, I could live in that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is a 2X, but like, I'm also very concerned about how fat I am. So, like,
Future proof.
I have never even.
that's why I size up. Like,
I didn't even know you could get 6XLs. The biggest I've ever seen is 5XL.
honestly, I think that's the biggest I've seen too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Huge respect for them doing it. Like,
Yeah.
as much as I did just make a joke about me being overweight and wanting to lose weight and trying to hide it and everything. Like, if you're a 6X, then you're gonna look better in a 6X shirt, you know, than
Yeah.
trying to fit into a 5X. Like, I recognize that I'm a 2X and I can't fit into XLs anymore. Like,
But regardless, these shirts are shipping from Amazon, meaning you can get them at half decent prices for half decent shipping in less than many months.
there you go. So this is actually funny because Hololive has a series of shirts available on Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Where you can, they're all based around Cameron's favorite thing in the world, Hologra.
Yeah.
So you can get Hologra shirts from Amazon as well. There's one to Fubuki that just says Space Fox. I don't really understand it, but I'm glad it exists. Okay. Anything else about these shirts that you can buy and Holowitches, which we've just talked about, I guess?
The shirts, and
All covered.
glad to see that there's some kind of anime coming out eventually.
Oh yeah, there's a 6-minute like preview teaser up too right now. So what's this I hear about Towa getting a new costume?
She got a new costume.
Oh, it's cute. Oh, she's got like a corset.
Yeah.
Neat.
It's very classy.
Ooh, it is. She's wearing shorts that are really nice. She has a couple different hairstyles. She's got baubles in her hair. It's really nice. Just in general, it's a good look, frankly.
It might just be because of her hair, but she kind of reminds me of Muna
Oh
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, she got like pink underside to her hair where the top is still purple. She also has a coat that goes over top that looks really nice. Very cool. It's almost like professorial or something in nature.
Yeah.
That's sort of what it looks like to me. But of course, she's still rocking black boots because she has to. Legal requirement for Towa, basically. Yeah, looks good. I like it. If you'd like to see more, there's the entire debut of her new outfit stream is out there right now. You can check it out. It's one of those, it's semi off the shoulders look where she's got long sleeves, but also her shoulders have like holes in it, have holes in the outfit so you can see her shoulders.
The Genshin special.
Ah, I see. Oh, she even did a blue screen segment so you could get different reaction images from her. She did sad face, ambivalent face. That's really all she's got. Okay. Nah, it's cute. It's a good design. I like it. Anything else?
Oh, good design.
Hell yeah. All right. Nene Amano from production Kawaii also has a new outfit. Let's take a look at this bad boy. It appears to be very fluffy sleepwear in pink or sky blue.
Yeah. There's,
Oh, wow.
I believe it was at 50-ish minutes in the stream that she did a full body of it. That, for some reason, I just linked the stream in our notes and just manually typed up the timestamp. I don't know why I did that, but
It was certainly one of the moves of all time. Yeah, it appears to be like, what would you call that? Like a teddy? Is that what that's called? You can see her pantsuit. It's sheer. There you go.
it is
Oh my god, the slippers are so cute. They got little happy faces. They're so derpy.
very fluffy sleepwear.
I don't know how I feel about her wearing like thigh highs with the clips and everything with her sleepwear. I don't think that's good for sleeping.
I love it when the garters dig into my thighs. So
Yeah,
I get
like-
the little belt buckles on my thighs.
Oh my god. It's a good outfit, though. It looks nice. She's got like a fluffy robe that she can put on and take off.
She's got a lot of really nice outfits.
Yeah. And then she can change the color from pink to blue. Very
Yeah.
cool. Oh, she's got Megane. She's got glasses.
Glasses, and she can also, for something newer for her, she can put her hair up.
Yeah, it looks good.
And
And the physics. Good God, the physics, man. You didn't even put the physics in the notes.
nope.
He knows you.
He knew I'd suss it out.
So one thing that Nene is very well known for. She makes more, not necessarily lewd content, but her model is definitely on that.
Ah, yes.
I will say she specifically says at one point that she was going to be doing a members only stream the next day, and there was a toggle for that outfit that was only for members only streams.
Oh, my.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a member.
Time to find out. Get the credit cards.
But also, she released a acrylic stand for that and one of her previous outfits.
Oh, very nice. So, yeah, there's merch that you can get. Yeah, the acrylic stands. It looks like they're about probably like $16 each. They're in Japanese yen, so I do not actually know exactly, but a rough estimate, it would be around $16 by my estimation.
Yeah.
Frankly, they're nice stands. They look good. So there you go. Why do I have a notification? Oh, Narissa went live. Cool. All right. Are we ready to talk about Vallure?
Ladies and gentlemen, Vallure has revealed their models.
Yes. Yes, they have. You're doing great, son.
So for those of you who are out of the loop, Vallure is the new VTuber agency that's been teasing for a very long time now, it feels.
I mean, to be fair, they put out like a pretty exact timeline at one point, and they're sticking to it. They're doing really good at sticking to it.
So the fact that they made it this far, I'm just going to admit, there was about a 50-50 chance in my mind that either they were going to go through with this or they were going to just crash and burn and nothing was going to happen.
So for those of you not in the loop, Vallure is a new agency that's been taking its time coming out. They have a clear timeline where their focus is more on the lewd side of things, with a heavy focus on ASMR and audio roleplay content.
Lewd tubers.
So it's an agency that's leaning more into the tingly feelies, which is an interesting angle to take, especially since it seems as though they're going to be sticking with YouTube.
They're going to have fun with that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of member streams. Wow, I just looked at that one design really closely for the first time.
Which one?
I feel like there's going to be
The Ninja Girl.
a need for a lot of clarification as these people come out and we start to see what their content actually looks like. Because like if we close our eyes and look again and they're just playing Apex.
That's, I think, the funniest shit that could happen, where they're just like, hello there, how are you? And then you like blink and then suddenly, yeah, they're playing Apex.
I fucking hate Pathfinder. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, every time.
All right, is anyone hard?
Grab your joysticks, boys, and get ready for Valorant. Like, fuck, it happened again.
So we'll go ahead. I'll watch the trailer so we can just kind of go through it. Just go to the Twitter and look at them.
There's like a full minute-and-a-half trailer that goes through every girl. You get to hear their voices.
We have Icy Snowpaws, a feral polar bear.
A polar bear.
She is just wearing one of those vests over the tits and some shorts and some rip stockings. She also has pobs. Big old pobs.
Oh, yeah, she's got like paw gloves. Or maybe they're her actual hands.
Cowards. Next up, we have the best design.
Oh, I see you have a taste, sir.
She's weird looking, so that's good.
Is her name Emmy?
Yeah, Imi Bisu.
Emmy Bisou.
A hex maniac whose destiny is tied within a forbidden love. Will you watch her over until the very end?
She looks like a cowgirl with a womb tattoo.
Next up, we have Mercy Modiste, a yandere that truly has no understanding of her deeds.
Bro, I need you to focus up real quick.
Yeah?
Look at the fucking underwear.
My God.
There is nothing to the imagination.
Barely.
Barely at all.
All I'm going to say is she likely shaves frequently.
She has to. Unless there's a fucking toggle. We're going 70s mode, boys. Toggle. Oh my god. I think that her socks are really interesting, if nothing else, and the fact that she has a skirt that stops on either side of her vagina.
I have a bad joke.
It's amazing. Go, please.
It just has a window.
Bro, I don't really have a filter right now. We're just rolling with this one.
Her socks say, "Where's Waldo?" Her panties say, "Not here."
That is the most accurate shit I've ever heard.
I hate how my brain works. I need medication.
Oh my god. Also, she has a really cool eye patch.
I like the eye patch.
Yeah, I do too. I also
Fuck.
like the pretzel in her hair.
Unhinged design.
Oh, is that scissors? I think that's scissors.
Hold down the line, bud.
I know, boy.
We're gonna have all day. We're gonna
I don't
all
have to
day
say it out loud. You all know the joke. It was in there.
Next up, we have Strawny Cuddles. I'm assuming this is a cuttlefish. A siren with a devastating goal to wipe out humanity. Will you fall for her spell? Team Aqua.
She's like the Cthulhu.
We got another girl who, God, it's just flossing down there. Jesus.
Yep.
Her tits are just out too. Wowie zowie.
Yeah, it's almost like these are a little bit lewd.
Azura Dule, a goat goddess from eons before, finally returns to humanity that she once created. So she's our mom?
She has, and I'm not kidding, each of her breasts is larger than her head. She is definitely Connor's pick. She is out here milfing it up, bros.
And we have Shibi Cotton Bum.
I do love Cotton Bum's name.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What a great fucking name.
A
first of
madame
all.
of a brothel, an acceptor of degenerates. Will she take control of your desires?
She's covered in shibari ropes. There you go.
The shibari ring over the navel is just
Doesn't work for you?
no, that does the opposite for me.
You don't like the tummy look? You're not a fan of the tummy ring?
It's too cheesy. June 1st, they're debuting.
I hope not. She should clean it. I like the fact that her ears are down. She's got lop ears.
The ears being down is adorable.
It is really great. I just kind of want to pat her on the head and be like, "You're great." And then
So-
she'd probably hit me with her riding crop as she is depicted holding.
This is going to be a very interesting agency, to say the least. I'm curious to see what kind of impact they make and what kind of fandom they build.
The only thing going through my mind right now is the grab your dick and double click for lore. There you go. Anything else to say?
No, I think we covered most of it. No design super speaks out to me as like, ooh, this is a banger. I'm infamously picky. I don't know. The polar bear is kind of cute. She looks like
I
she
do
hurts
like
people.
her. Yeah.
She probably has like, I don't know. I haven't seen a polar bear VTuber before. I like the Siren's design. She's pretty cute. And the Hex Girl's pretty cute. The others are not my favorite designs on the planet, not to get all critiquey.
They're all interesting enough for me, with a couple of them being, a little bit outstanding for me. But I honestly, none of them are enough from the looks alone. It would 100% be just open your mouth, start talking, and then we'll see how well it goes.
I think my favorite designs, picking them out here, are definitely the polar bear and the shinobi girl. I think they're my favorites as far as just pure designs go. We have to see vibes. I have to wait a minute. Hold on. Let's rephrase that. I have to. I don't know how to rephrase that.
No, you're fucked.
We have to see what the environment that they provide is like, and actually get a feel for them.
And by the way, their channels are all open now.
Each of them has over 1,000 subscribers,
So, yeah.
actually. So check them out now if you're into the looter side of life. Anything else, boys?
Oh, I'm interesting to see where they go. Interesting to see how far they go.
This is such an interesting thing to do, frankly.
Now that I see that they are in fact actually going through with this.
I kind of like the fact that they're just like, fuck it, why not? This is like half the people, I mean, they're loot tubers are a thing for a reason. They're obviously popular. Let's have an agency for it. Why not? Fuck it.
Some of them also already have Patreon set up.
That's interesting.
Icy Snowpaws has one for $5. Access to 4 exclusive lewd audios per month. Early access or behind the scenes content. Directly support me and help me continue my content creation journey. For $20, nothing more. She says this is just more donation.
Oh, it's the you really like me tier, basically.
Yeah. So that's interesting that they chose Patreon.
It is.
If they're going full Rule 18, Patreon's been constantly making moves to try to shake off lewd stuff. And most people jump to Fansly and shit.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. What is it, Fansly and OnlyFans, and there's a few others.
Yeah, I don't think that's super forward thinking, but they probably think they're fine if they're just doing audio stuff.
Patreon is notorious for cracking down on anime style stuff even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon gets real Puritan on stuff.
There's at least 2 designs that might cause controversy there. So
we'll see how that goes.
Fingers crossed.
Very interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I think you might as well just lean into it if you want to do it anyway. So I say, fuck it, let's go. Okay. Oshipush, the trading card game, has started their Kickstarter. So you can go out now and you can donate for Oshipush, which is a trading card game based around your favorite VTubers.
I mean, I guess if you really want to donate, because turns out they were fully funded 2 hours after opening their Kickstarter.
Their original goal of $50,000 has been met, and they're currently at $175,000.
Which at $175,000, they hit their stretch goal. They're adding Eureka serialized card added into KS debut pack distribution, only available in KS Kickstarter packs. So they added another type of card? Huh.
Urika is one of their talents from Phase.
Yeah, I figured, but it's like she wasn't going to be in it before.
Is it like a variant card?
I'm assuming it's a variant. It's a trading card. Your mission: help your favorite VTuber persona climb the ranks and become the most celebrated VTuber in history. Boost your Oshi's influence by giving them an upgrade card. Oh, there's a whole tutorial. Oh my god.
There's a lot to it. It looks like.
Yeah, weren't they? I think they were going to be involved at Offkai this year. I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
If they are, then I mean, maybe you'll be able to see something there.
There's so many like Oshi words there already. Like Oshi Spark is doing a thing, and like there's just a whole bunch of stuff. So
yeah. So yeah, I mean,
amounts of different things you can pledge. You can pledge $5. You can pledge $29 to get a couple starter packs. $99 gets you a Kickstarter exclusive debut booster box, which is 24 packs. The crack, that's kind of tempting. $125 gets you all of that plus an exclusive. Oh, it gets you this 2 starter decks and the booster box, like all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can go up to holy fuck! You can pledge $2,799 for the unhinged pack. It includes 3 cases of 36 boxes.
Based.
1 starter deck of Tenma, 1 starter deck of Pippa, 7 case topper playmats, 1 of each persona character, a non-foil uncut sheet.
What?
I don't know, but it's a $4,199 value.
A sheet is just a plain out, like a big paper plate of all the cards that could possibly be in the set, but they're not cut, so they're not playable.
Oh.
The idea is that basically if you get a sheet from a well-performing TCG, that's like an extreme rarity.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. So there you go. 3 cases of exclusive debut booster boxes, each containing 12 boxes. Each containing like a pretty significant number of booster packs. So, good lord. Hey, if I was a TCG YouTuber, that'd be what I'd do. I'd say, fuck it, let's go ham and back this, and then we'll just do a solid week and a half of openings on stream or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Get the gloves on. You gotta get the gloves on.
But I'm not that kind of guy. I don't do that kind of shit. Did you ever see the guy? What? Okay, first of all, do you ever watch packs being cracked? Is that like a thing for you?
Once in a while, it's become a lot rarer. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh guy I watch, Tolarian Academy. It does something really funny where they open packs and then guesstimate if they even made their fucking money back doing it.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I think that I don't go out of my way to watch it, Carlos, do you?
Very rarely.
Yeah. I think the highlights are always the best thing, though, because eventually you'll get, some guy will pop in the chat and be like, $20 if you bend the next one. Did you ever see the guy that bent Fat Gay Pikachu?
No, not Fat Gay Pikachu, my beloved.
This guy literally, he was streaming and he had, his biggest hunt was for a card that he called Fat Gay Pikachu because it was a fat Pikachu in the old days, but it had a rainbow background. Some guy was like $20 to bend the next pack. He was like, all right. He bent the pack, opened it up, and then literally started crying because the card was in there and he bent it in half. And it was I've never felt so much schadenfreude and at the same time so very, very badly for this poor guy who's just screaming and crying about his Fat Gay Pikachu. And I was just dying, oh my God. I'll have to see if I can find the clip later. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I've ever seen out of a pack opening was that reaction. Normally it's just, I don't know, who does that I think a year ago Charlie was doing it a lot.
Charlie was into it. He was into Pokemon during the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, and that was a big thing.
Charlie opened tens of thousands of dollars of just cards, not the value of them, tens of thousands of dollars in just packs and boxes.
Yeah, some people got really, really big into it. It was a big thing for a while. I know it still is, but I think it's tapered off some since pandemic times have come to a sort of conclusion,
There was a lot of hyperfixations during the pandemic. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got into something during the pandemic.
I can't imagine what it would be.
Yeah.
How you doing, girl?
It's probably knitting or something.
Yeah.
Rye bread. Everyone liked making rye bread.
Sourdough.
Oh, sourdough. I'm sorry.
Everybody had their own starter. All right, Ironmouse has a Gamer Subs cup and t-shirt.
Let's fucking go.
Let's take a look at this.
I actually really want this shirt.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow, the cup is really nice, actually. You get to see some mouse tummy, which is always really good. Big fan of the tum-tum. The shirt is really cool. It's just a sort of a half profile or a half portrait of her on the front with some Japanese lettering. I do not know what it says, but I'm sure it says something that is inappropriate for school use. It's 47.25% at cotton, 47.25% modal, and 5% elastane. Good stuff there.
Wow.
And the shirt is $35. And I would imagine the waifu cup is probably $25. Let me double check that. It is, in fact, $25. So you can have those today. You know who else has a waifu cup randomly?
Charlie.
We just mentioned him. Moist Critical. Oh, man.
Oddly enough, he has a really, really good cup.
I know. It's funny to me that he's just I got that email the other day and I was like, Charlie? The fuck is this? I was watching an Aura stream earlier this week, and at one point people were just like, when is Quick, her manager, getting a waifu cup? And she's like, guys, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think one of my favorite reoccurring Aura jokes is that everybody loves her manager Quick. To the point where I was the 200th follower on his Twitter account, or not his Twitter account, on his Twitch account. Yeah. And I've literally gotten the notification that he was streaming twice, and both times I was like, I stopped everything I did so I could open up his stream. Oh, man. That guy played a level 9, a hell dive in Helldivers by himself, and I watched it.
Oh, my goodness.
Fucking insane. And he extracted. He did it. He got everything, and he cleared the field and extracted.
I think 7 is the highest I've done.
Yeah, same. Anyways, what were we talking about? VTubers. Quick has a model, so he's a VTuber too now. There you go. There's your update. I guess anything else about GamerSups or anything related there?
No.
Cool. All right, Carlos, tell us about what's happening with the Any Live app. This was the VTuber exclusive app that began with a battle royale, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I love this shit. Let's go.
So a little bit of information came out about this. People still have kind of mixed feelings on it because I think it's Prism, the CEO or ex-CEO or something of Prism was the one that was responsible for this app. And ex-Prism members were some of the ones involved with this too. So we're it kind of has backing from legitimate people.
Someone that's known at least, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, something came out that you should not be using this.
Is this the thing? Because Mouse talked about this.
Mouse talked about this.
Yeah, where they're like, you basically have to sign over your IP, sort of.
I
Or
don't
no, you
think-
don't have to sign it over. You have to upload your model to this app to use it.
You have to upload your model to their server to use it.
Yeah.
And
Sketchy, not trustworthy.
Bad start.
the program that a lot of people use to do VTubing is VTube Studio, and this app is not compatible with it. If you want to use your model from that, which a lot of people have a model from that app, you have to send it to them and have them convert it into their own model.
I don't like that either.
It's really sketchy.
Maybe it's on the up and up. Maybe everything's fine, but that little tingle in the back of my brain is like, I don't know about that, Chief. That's
The thing about this is this has to be a legal nightmare if something
can't
if something
imagine.
goes wrong. Because how it works is you send them your model, it goes onto their server. People that are watching you, and this is like a technical marvel, honestly. This in theory works great.
yeah.
But you send it to their server, then when viewers use the app, it streams the model to your app so that your model's files are on their devices. Is how it works.
Why?
Because then whenever the streamer is streaming, their app as the streamer sends only the the movement and audio. So it sends
So it's syncing changes in the model position instead of the entire model by itself.
So your device physically has the model files temporarily for the stream on your phone. They are streaming the movement and audio. Your phone puts the two together to make a no lag live experience.
I don't see how that's better than just streaming a fucking video. I'm going to be real with you. I don't see the reasoning.
Technologically, it works. It could work a lot better because instead of having to worry about network lag, it's just your phone is just generating it. So if you have a good phone, it works really well.
I guess I can sort of see it because then you don't have any compression artifacting, you don't have any degradation of quality. You have the original files there on your phone. You're literally just pulling down like I said, state change data.
Yeah.
So that their hand moved from here to here, and then that information is what's transferred. So it's literally 3 positional numbers basically each time.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I guess I can see the advantage, but it feels like over-engineering a problem away.
Technologically speaking, it works great. It makes significantly higher quality than attempting to stream video, just raw video like that.
But you have to stream the raw video of what they're doing aside from that anyways. If they're playing if they're playing a game.
like a game, then yeah.
But if it's just, I suppose if they're just doing Zatsus and chatting and stuff, then
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Then it saves a huge amount because then your phone's actually generating it.
So I guess, is that the focus of this app? Is this just for doing conversation streams?
From what they showed, it seemed to be that way, but I didn't sign up for their Google Doc to get into the beta of this app, so
Okay, so that's fair, I guess. I think that's the only thing I've ever seen is as far as clips from this app are concerned. I think the only thing I've ever seen is chatting clips.
yeah.
So I guess, hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I can kind of see the reasoning, but you're looking at a phone anyways.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know, man. I'm bullish. I'm bullish on the whole concept. Cameron, thoughts, opinions, ideas.
Seems like a very poorly thought out idea. A VTuber only content platform will only attract other VTubers. And as VTubers, you basically survive based on how much you're able to cross-pollinate through platforms like Twitch and YouTube. While it's an interesting idea to try to push technology first and push towards this model where you could possibly stream from your phone without harder technology and handle the model on server side, that is a licensing nightmare. Most indie VTubers are going to be very delicate about models they've already commissioned, and most corporate VTubers won't be allowed to send them. Who's this for?
Yeah.
This is for new people that don't know what they're doing.
This is for new people who don't know what they're doing and the people who are running the company who are venture capitalists and they're going to pocket the money and probably vanish.
There you go. Yeah, again, I'm bullish. Do what feels right for you personally, but I don't really get it, I guess.
I think it's kind of neat if you have nothing to lose and, like I said, are just new starting out. It's something neat to try, but also it's a super niche, limited app that you are probably... There's no chance of you getting a real audience at the moment, because there is no audience for it right now. It's brand new. So
don't get me wrong, I like going to streams with lower viewer counts anyways sometimes, because then you can actually interact with the streamer and have a good like conversation and stuff.
100%.
But I don't know, man. This is a whole platform I got to download for this. You know, it's a whole nother app on my phone, and I already have too many.
I don't have an Apple phone. I can't.
Oh yeah, well you're just fucked either way on that one, huh?
I'm not going to download an Apple emulator on my PC to do this.
I don't know. This feels like over-engineering, like I said. I don't really see the point, frankly. But I can see where they're trying to have a point, but I am also like, I don't think that's a big enough reason. I don't think it's a big enough draw, frankly. So.
It's neat, but it's solving a problem that it's not really a problem.
Also, I apologize if you've been hearing me sniffle the whole time. My allergies are crazy right now. So
I apologize if you've been hearing Nick this whole time. I forgot to turn him down this week.
I knew you were doing that.
Yeah, it was really funny at first. People kept going, why is Cameron talking to a ghost?
Mint isn't even on this week.
I'll make sure she's on next week.
Let's talk about music real quick.
Let's go.
We've got one new original song that we've heard. It's from Gavis Bettel of Hollow Stars fame. He has a new original song called Unlucky.
This is my favorite of the week.
Interesting.
I love this.
This is a really cool song. It's very interesting, very dramatic. It's got like the scary circus vibes to it, you know?
I like it when the circus comes to town. You'd really rather it didn't.
Oh my God, is that an evil clown? Anyways, though, it does have a really cool vibe to it. I like the song. I think it's neat. So
Yeah.
anything else? Anything, I guess, in particular that you really wanted to point out?
I mean, it goes hard. It's got like orchestra. It's like almost like orchestral metal.
Yeah.
And I love that.
It's a good vibe to it, frankly. I agree with you. Okay. Sora, off to the covers. We're doing covers next. And the first one comes from Cover Corporation. Sora did a cover of Still Time.
This was my second favorite just because of what it was.
Go on.
So I started listening to this cover, and it's like, this has a sound to it. This has a video to it. I don't know what it is. I Googled it. I'm like, this is really hard to find. There is obviously no English audience for whatever this is whatsoever. Turns out this was the second opening to a 50-episode anime that aired in 2000.
And the name of that, Gensomaden Sayuki.
I have never heard of this show. I have never seen anything from this show that I am aware of, unless I just don't remember.
So, we're going to have to do a hard cut here. Or I could just tell you that I have several volumes of the manga on my shelf. It's in English, it's called Sayuki, and that's generally what it's known as. It had a sequel called Sayuki Reload, and then a further sequel called Sayuki Reload Gunlock. It is an adaptation of Journey to the West. The characters are a tobacco-smoking, drinking monk who is basically flouting. It's all very pretty men, by the way. God, these men are so fucking pretty. Son Goku obviously is a character. He's got his staff. He is the Monkey King. I can't remember the other guys. It has been a very long time since I read this or watched this. I've watched some of the anime. I've read a lot of the manga, actually. Boy, if there were... these boys are so kissable. These are very attractive boys. These are very attractive men, I will say.
I see that why Sora covered it.
Yeah, this was actually a very popular series for a little while. Again, 2000 to 2002 was when the release was, roughly. I was clamoring for all anime and manga content that I could get, and honestly, the story was pretty cool. The main character again, is like a really shitty priest who just shoots people with a fucking revolver. They're fighting demons and trying to get to the point where they can stop the flow of demons from the west or whatever. Anyway, it's definitely a series. I didn't realize that's what this was from until now that you've said that, and that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
What a fucking moment.
Literally
right
had to Google translate it and then search it and then figure out from the search results what it even was.
Yep. That's funny.
And then Google the openings and listened to the openings to figure it out because I couldn't get the two to match where the song came from.
Yep. I've never made it further than volume 6 in the original manga, I don't think. But then that was due to availability. Oh, yeah, it was released by Tokyo Pop, and they went under after a couple years. So, anyway, that's neat.
Yeah.
I had weird context for that. Sorry. All right. Cool song, cool video. It's from Sora, so check it out. Kronii did a cover of My War. This goes with her new outfit. Mm-hmm. My War is the Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1 OP.
It was my second most listened to song in 2023.
What about now? Now that the Kronii has a version, will it become your most listened to version?
Most likely not.
Fake fan.
I think we missed the window on that one.
Fair. Very fair. So yeah, Carlos, thoughts on that one?
It was pretty good. I actually didn't know that's where it was from.
Yep.
Yeah. Very dramatic, very orchestral, very over the top.
It's a good song.
Because it's Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's a good song to play before things get very, 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 very bad.
Fair enough.
I sure hope Kronii doesn't do what happened in Attack on Titan final season, even though she could.
I didn't understand that reference. Okayu has covered Lag Train. The original is by Inubakumori and Kai Yuki. It's a dark, brooding song with a really cutesy aesthetic for the music video. Think Rolling Girl, sort of, that sort of vibe to it. It's got an animated video. I would hesitate to call it fully animated. I think it's stylized after the original, which is a lot of like, it's animated, but in like the Kyukurin sort of way, if you know what I mean. But this is my highlight of the week. I really liked this. I thought it was really good. Just a really cool song, really neat video. Overall, really liked it. And Octavio of Holostars has done a cover of Aishite Aishite. It's a song that we've heard plenty of covers of, actually, especially recently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nurasa did an English version of it, et cetera, et cetera.
It's a popular song. The guy who made it provides the background for free.
Based.
It's a good song to say if you like Yandere's stuff and you want to kill her fucking bass line, because that bass goes so hard.
Yeah, it's a really catchy boppy song, frankly, and it's really good. Carlos, a man sang this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Pour one out for the bros.
It's the vocals get really high on this. So he definitely had to put a lot of effort into that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I bet. It's one of those things where like stay in your range if you want to, or do whatever.
Yeah. He did drop his vocal range a few times for the lyrics, but I think that was a style choice.
That's fair.
Because he hit the high notes. Definitely.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I did listen to this one. I thought it was really neat. Just again, it's Aishite Aishite, and it's just got a different vibe to it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so catchy, dude. You know what we should catch now?
These hands.
There's a really good manga called Catch These Hands. Fun fact about me, I read a lot of Yuri manga. All right.
Okay, just come out and say it.
Dude, Kaze-san is such a good series. It's so fucking cute. Kashimashi's a classic. Get that fucking taco out of here.
No, it's his.
You put it down nicely, or I'll throw it across the room. I don't care.
He can have it.
No, it's
Fuck
gone.
you. Don't do it, Carlos.
You can take the hat away from it first if you want to. But we need the space, Carlos. It's time.
It's so large.
That's what she said.
Come on.
That's also what she
Shut
said.
the fuck up!
That's also what she said. You all right, Cam?
First person to comment, I'll kill Nick for you. And that's a promise.
I believe I'm on my shit this week. This is what happens when I have an alcohol. All right, Carlos, now you open Cameron's.
I want you two to open this because I want you to be horrified by my purchase.
Okay.
Carlos, get your camera out. You have to be the cameraman this time. This is only fair.
My camera. I never record with my camera.
Well, here, use mine then.
Yeah, use next. You can go ahead and record.
I can export it to my stuff easier that way.
Oh, shit. I was even thinking today, oh man, I look kind of rough today. I sure hope there are no zoom ins on me.
Zoom in immediately on camera.
Don't fucking do it. Don't you do it.
All right, you got it? You got a good shot?
Got it.
Cameron, you take that side. I'll get this side. We do this together. It's like launching a nuclear bomb. Hey! Oh, no.
Oh no. Okay.
Ooh.
Get the shit out of there.
Get that shit out of there. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I'm falling apart.
Jesus. Okay, let's go straight to the elephant in the room.
Oh, no. I'm seeing things I shouldn't yet. Don't ASMR them. They haven't paid enough for the membership yet.
If you'd like to subscribe to our Patreon, where we have 4 audios a month.
I have no idea what that is.
I have no idea what that is either.
Oh, God. It's Pippa.
Oh, no.
It's really good. It's a lot of Pippa.
Jesus Christ.
It's Pippa. It's big Pippa. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag of my people. All right, so we've got a Pippa desk mat. That's cool.
That's cool.
It appears to be her driving, and there's some creatures in there with her. Very cool.
Very cool.
We'll
Very
set that
cool.
to the side by Carlos for
Very
now.
cool way to go. All right, what's next, bud?
Packing slip. This is a paper bag.
Paper bag.
Let's see what's inside the paper. Why is this packaged individually and separately?
I don't know what is
Drugs.
this.
Oh,
Drugs.
because this is a pack of acrylic stands.
A pack.
Let's fucking go.
There's Pippa.
Okay, we got a Pippa.
We got another Pippa.
New
I don't.
Pippa.
It's a new Pippa. Yeah, I don't think.
New Pippa!
This is. Thank you, Smash Bros. Man. We got Moo Moo You.
Moo you!
Hell yes. God, we're just winning so fucking hard on these lucky dogs.
Yeah.
This is. Oh my god. Shipkin Shippa.
Oh.
Dude, we got a Pippa heavy box.
Now we have a repeat.
We got
Oh
our
my
first
God.
repeat.
That's true.
We're actually very fortunate that's
Sakana
And
refund.
we got the dark Shipkin Shippa.
Oh shit.
So now we've got both variants.
This box is very Pippa heavy.
This is Pippa's preferred color for this, as it turns out, I believe.
Oh.
I made a tweet mocking her about it at one point at Otakon last year. There goes Sonic. You can have that too. My
Next
cat
up.
is chasing around stuff on the floor. All right, Cameron, pick one. It's yours next.
Well, now we have like just a line of like really obvious stuff. It appears as though the coffee has arrived.
The coffee has arrived. We've got
Coffee.
Fujikura Utica.
Is there any blend information, or you just look at the anime girl and besate it?
We've also got
Okay.
Chisaka Irie. The blend information, I believe, is on the inside somehow. Oh, maybe not.
Look at the anime girl and besate it.
Yeah, anime girl.
I love
Irie.
anime and coffee. Thank you,
And
Dad.
we've also got a Monagawa Sheena. You got like a really big box of stuff here, bud. So like 3 of the girls that I actually really like from Phase Connect. This is really cool. So psyched on the Moo Moo You standee too.
So fun fact about the coffee.
Uh-huh.
I bought the box. I'm like, okay, box, $50, $30 shipping. If I get $150, it's free shipping.
Oh, so you ordered this separately? This
Yeah,
was
that's
not
what I
part of
thought.
the
Coffee
box.
is not part of it. I
Yeah.
ordered that.
Oh, I thought it was. I was like, holy shit!
I
Like,
ordered the coffee to get free shipping.
Based, kind of based.
This is the sample, like specific blend coffee that we tried on a video that you can see on Twitter right now. I'm sorry. Would you like? You go ahead.
I will give you the honors.
It's a tote bag.
Phase bag.
Phase Connecto bag. Right?
It says Origins and Invaders on the backside.
Bag.
Bag side.
Beg.
It's a bag. Let's see if there's anything on the interior. Ooh, Mama didn't raise me smart. Lot that you try. Oh Lord. There you go. It's a bag can. Yeah, attaboy.
There are no signatures, sadly.
Oh.
2 out of 2 for no signatures.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
For audio listeners, Cameron is now wearing the bag on his head.
Hello, audio listeners. Now my plosives are entirely contained. You can't plosive if you plosive in a bag.
He's gone plosiveless. Instead of accepting that there's no signatures, I'm tearing the box apart.
What the fuck? Like a dog.
I have to get all of the chew toy to pieces. Alright, now I accept it. Cool.
Cool.
Lots of good stuff.
Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. You're
I
a good
can't
man.
wait until they make a box for a company that I know more about.
Maybe you could just learn about Face Connect.
I feel like I've had my chance.
The opportunity has passed him by.
Nick, do I look like a man who learns and adapts?
I want to do something to mess with him, but I don't want to hurt him.
Where is he?
I think he is the one being a little aggressive there.
Ah!
No, not Ina. It's her birthday, you fuck.
And now it's her being consumed today. Happy Vor Day.
Gross, sad, unhappy.
This is a big mat.
It is actually a big mat.
I'm back. I refuse to fix my hair.
I feel like I have to tweet at Pippa and be like, sorry, I can't replace the Azure Lane desk mat that I currently use with you. Belfast is too important to me. Even though I quit playing that game for health reasons. Okay. What did you do to yourself?
What?
You just nothing. You're looking.
I look like the second guy you recruit in Yakuza.
You look like
7.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, so what?
I just
Are you saying the bag was an improvement?
no. In fact, quite the opposite.
The bag has ruined me.
I do love the casual. Pippa
You heard of
story,
hag
too.
tubers?
You
Get
know.
ready for bag tubers. Har.
Oh my god. Is that the joke of the year I just heard?
No, it was nominated, but it didn't win
Oh, that's sad.
because you won the biggest joke of the year.
Oh. Fuck you. All right, let's talk about our favorite stream moments of the week now that we've opened a second Phase Connect Lucky Box.
I don't need to reopen my laptop because I didn't have a favorite stream moment. But I saw one that I wish I'd gone around to watching. I had the fucking tab open.
Which one was it?
Fauna Forklift Simulator.
It was good.
God.
Fake fan.
I heard it was fucking. I saw the first minute of it and went, "This is fucking magical. I need to come back to this when
She
I'm prepared."
freestyles during it for like several minutes
God, I love her so much.
against her will and better judgment, I think.
Fauna never misses.
Yeah, it's very good. I haven't seen the whole thing, admittedly. I've seen clips here and there.
May
but
as
it's a
well
good
go
stream.
over it because it's in there.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's why I mentioned it.
Forklift Chan.
Yep.
I told you everything I know already. She freestyles. She doesn't want to. She doesn't think she's good at it. She does it anyway. It's really funny.
The Eureka coffee smells good.
Oh, does it? Go ahead, Carlos. Tell us more about Fauna playing forklift.
Keep
Well,
going.
for the whole freestyle part, she was very upset at some of the physics on it. And at one point, she's like, yeah, this is my diss track against Isaac Newton. Yeah, it's your fault. Also Todd Howard.
What? What? Todd catching strays.
Listen, Todd Howard deserves some criticism. Uncle Todd, as we used to call him.
Critique him for the fact Starfield didn't have a fucking game Bible, not whatever you just brought up, Fauna.
Oh my god. All right, what else we got?
It was a magical stream.
Yeah.
She muted the in-game music. She was afraid of copyright. She's
Yeah.
like, this sounds like Spirited Away. I should probably mute this.
Yeah, you don't want to hit anything close to that or Disney, anything. Like, if you get
Yeah.
even close to that, you're in trouble.
Yeah. She was going through all kinds of weird music during that. It was great.
Save the audio listeners. Don't bother.
Too
It's
late.
fine.
How are we doing, audio listeners?
Man, I can smell that. That's strong.
It's very
It
strong.
smells good though. Like, just is the smell of Uruka.
Gentlemen, behave, please. It's a product.
I'm sorry. So am I. Aren't we all? All right, so yeah, Forklift
Yeah.
Simulator though it was really a silly fun time, frankly. As you
Highly
expect.
recommend it. It's got like a weird story to it, like an actual story. There's no humans, just vehicles. They talk.
It's like Cars, starring Owen Wilson.
It's
Ciao.
it's just like one of Fauna's signature weirdo commentary streams with
Yeah.
like a random game in the back. Honestly,
Yeah.
Really good stuff, frankly. One thing I can actually contribute a little bit more to even is the Hololive Minecraft hardcore version that Pecora did.
Minecraft.
Pecora did set up I'm sure she didn't do it personally, but she did basically foster the creation of a hardcore Minecraft server where if you're dead, you're dead
at first.
at first. But she added in Dragon Ball style rules that you had to, was it like 7 diamond blocks would allow you to be revived from the dead?
Yeah, she's still on that Dragon Ball kick right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense. She just played through Kakarot. She's got the story for the first time, I guess. So
Yeah,
it
and
makes
loved
sense.
it.
Love that for her.
And then the entire idea was they had like a week, I think, in total, and maybe a little bit over, but they had a specified number of days and they had to kill the Ender Dragon.
They did it.
And they did it. They did well. Pecora. So you say here, final boss Pecora.
Yeah.
How did that go? Was she supposed to be the final boss? Because it ended up being Kaela.
I mean, I think it was supposed to be Pecora, but as well, it was pretty expected, honestly. Kaela ended up being the true mastermind of basically everything anyway.
Kaya's fucking cooked at that game. Like, she's fucking insane.
Yeah, I watched Kaela's stream. Okay, so I will say I tuned into Kaela playing hardcore Minecraft at one point, and
Tuning in is all you can do.
that's the thing is like it was the funniest fucking thing because she was just fighting a villager trying to get him into a fucking minecart for like 20 minutes straight, and I was just dying watching her try to do this because it just like she would bump the guy, and then instead of like him getting into the minecart would just shoot down the rail or whatever. Like it was just chaos. It was really good stuff though. Yeah, I felt really bad for Nene because she died and it was before the revival rule took effect, so she was just out.
Yeah.
And so like she was like she posted on Twitter, she's just like I felt really sad after getting kicked or after getting like booted out of Minecraft, so I got messages from a bunch of people saying like just talking to me about it and stuff. Which was really heartening. It's obviously like they all do care about each other and stuff like that. So that was really cute,
Yeah.
but also sad. I think Botan got murked at one point too. I saw like there were a bunch of them that got
lot
killed
of
off.
people did.
Yeah,
Some of them were just completely accidental. Like Aqua literally just fell off a tower and died from fall damage.
yeah. Nene just like jumped into a pool of lava accidentally. Is how she died the first time. And then also there was one where like Aqua went to fire like a bow and arrow at something, and then I think she caught Ina in the back, and Ina fell like 15 blocks and didn't die, but like they were in the nether, so she had to get her ass back up to everyone else, and Aqua the entire time is trying to explain in English like sorry, lag. It's just like the funniest shit. So there was a lot of really good like cross-continental interactions on this one. We had a lot of JPEN ID interactions, which of course is my favorite part of Minecraft. So a lot of good stuff in this, frankly. Anything else you really want to point out that was really cool?
Some highlights from it, especially on Kaela's side. Pecora tried fighting her at some point and lost. And what was it? At the very end, people were they were sacrificing themselves to the Kaela god.
They would like come up and be like, Kayla, please end me or whatever.
Yeah.
I will also say that Polka died. And whenever she died, everybody just like gathered around her grave and took a selfie. Which was just like somehow the perfect thing to do for Polka. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just in general, lots of really fun moments, a lot of really cool stuff. There's a lot of really good compilation videos out there where you can check out highlight videos and clips and stuff like that. So
I mean, you need compilation videos because There were so many people that took part in this.
Yeah.
And Kyla alone streamed for over 50 hours in like 3 days doing this.
That's Kayla. That's what she does, bro.
Yeah.
She works hard, especially at Minecraft.
I really like this game, Kayla says.
I do not need sleep, she also says. No slab. All right. Tell me about Jerry. And how she played Space Station 13.
Jelly. Jelly from Face Connect. Cameron, you said you've played this game before.
I have. I've played more Space Station 13 than you think I have.
I didn't think you'd played any of it, so yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I may probably have like 80 hours in it.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
I have never played this game. I have exclusively watched Jelly play it this one time, and I watched Seth's video on it a few years ago.
I think that's where I got
Yeah.
the first time I ever saw that video was probably from you, I think.
Seth usually shines a light on truly degenerate video games, and Space Station 13 deserves such a spotlight.
That's fair. It's definitely one of the games of all time.
I can recommend some guys who made some really good, sufficient videos, but best way to put it, it's like a light role play goal-based game where you're just waiting to see what bullshit happens.
Something will happen
Yes.
that you're not expecting
So-
every time.
The best way to describe it is you're playing Among Us, but there's no guarantee there'll be a traitor. Sometimes there's just a virus or an asteroid. Like, no guarantee there'll even be a fucking person out
It's
to
also
kill you.
like a top-down sprite game that looks like Tibia.
Also, it has a fully featured electricity system, biological system, cooking. You just get lost in your goal. You get done learning how to clone people, and the monkey's brain is now in a person's brain. You go, yay. And you look over, and the Borg are killing everyone.
Yeah, if you're fine with edgy humor, just go watch Seth's video, frankly. Like,
It's just it's like it's a space station. What do you need on a space station? Whatever you need, you can do it in this game. Things
There you
that you don't need that are extreme hindrances are also in this game.
so what did Jelly do in this game?
First round, she was the janitor.
Yeah, janitor's a good safe start.
Everybody hated her for some reason.
Why? What?
I don't know.
I actually
why.
have to watch this. Did she do like a faux pas? Were people slipping on her floors?
I mean, she slipped on a lot of her own floors.
Yeah, because if you play janitor and you're a newbie, that's what you're gonna fucking do. Because that's all janitors do. I have to watch this. I have to figure out what she did now.
You've triggered Cameron's interest.
It was great because it like one of the early.
Fucking kill you.
Just me trying to open these stupid fucking acrylics as far away from the audio as possible. You shakes fucking plastic in the microphone.
I'll shake you in the microphone.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being hypercritical. I apologize.
It's fine. It reminds me of home.
God damn it. Now I feel really bad. I'm sorry, Cameron. You're a good person. You try really hard.
Do, 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 do.
All right. Space Station 13.
Yeah, keep going.
So one of the first things she did, aside from cleaning and people screaming at her to clean harder, was some guy walked up to her and was like, here's a beaker. It'll help you. There's a rag in it. You can clean things with it.
Oh my god, if anyone gives you a chemical in Space Station 13, drop it!
So she took it. The first thing that she did with it was click on herself, bashed herself in the head with it, and got blood all over it.
Yep. Oh my god. Oh, this speaks to
Amazing.
my soul. I'm so fucking nostalgic. This is like hearing about someone play RuneScape for the first time. It's like, I cut trees and killed some cows. Like, yeah, you did.
That's RuneScape, all right.
So she cleaned for a while, and out of nowhere, there's just some people standing around this weird-looking summoning circle out in the middle of a
Cultists.
room,
Yep.
and they're like,
It's harmless.
"Hey, we'll give you some soap if you lay in the summoning circle and go to sleep."
No! No!
Was her response, well, okay.
Her response was, "How do I sleep?" Preceded by, "Okay, I figured it out. I'm doing it now." She goes to sleep, sets a summoning circle off of some kind, and dies. Doesn't have any idea what happened, but she dies.
Rip.
Takes a few minutes. People find her body and revive her.
Yep. You're not out of the game even when you're dead.
Preceded by a few minutes after that, she somehow turns into some horrendous monster and starts killing everybody.
Is this her first round?
She tried to learn how to play the game before this.
Okay.
But this was the first time she had done it on stream.
That's good content for your first stream of it. That's good.
Solid work, frankly.
It was great. Her second round, she was the botanist trying to grow things for people. Like 10 minutes into her round as a botanist, somebody literally sets a bomb off and blows up the entire botanist room.
Who starts by attacking botany? Go to security, coward.
And she dies.
You gotta start somewhere.
And she immediately dies. A few minutes later, medical bay drags her body in, and she watches in complete and total horror as they attempt to tear her body apart and rebuild her.
Yeah.
They successfully rebuild her. She's alive again. Her ears don't work. She can't hear anything.
Yeah, they fucked that up.
They strap her back to the table and tear her apart and rebuild her again, and so that her ears work again.
Space Station 13 is the game I could literally listen to someone talk about all day.
It's one of those things where no matter what happens in that game, it will be a good story. Like, almost every time. Unless you're just a janitor and you janitor the whole time. And even then, it's sort of amazing if nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like,
she was literally trying to grow plants in a room going nowhere the entire time, and somebody blows it up for no reason.
Dude, half the fun of Space Station 13 is how there's no guarantee what's going to happen, but something might. There's some rounds where all I did was I was medbay the whole time. And at one random point, the AI started calling the captain gay because the AI was hacked to think the captain is gay.
so good.
Attention crew. I would like to confirm. Commander Harold is gay.
And then you hear Ass Blast USA from Black Mesa play out.
Amazing.
Blast USA.
Astounding, utterly and totally.
My favorite part about this, too, was I had only seen Seth's video of this before. He did not mention this at all. I had no idea this was a part of the game. Everything is text-to-speech.
Okay, so that depends on the server you're playing.
On her server, everything was text-to-speech.
Yeah, that would definitely help ease some stuff over.
Fair enough.
I love this. It was so much fun.
So if you're interested in playing Space Station 13, good luck. Downloading Beyond is a fucking pain in the ass.
That's the engine, right?
Yeah, Beyond looks like
engine.
spyware, feels like spyware, and I'm pretty sure it's spyware. It looks atrocious. It runs like crap, and it's hard to find good 13 servers. You also have to do a little research, because Space Station 13 went pseudo open source at one point after falling out between developers. And every server goes off in such a different direction. You probably want the purest experience you can get, where it's just conveniences. The ones that add new jobs, I'd steer away. The game doesn't need more jobs.
The game has so much to do as it is. Attempting to get into weird mods is probably, starting off, is probably not a good idea.
This feels like something Jelly would definitely do, though. Like, this is so appropriate for who she is.
She's like the huge tech nerd of Phase Connect.
Yeah,
so this is
exactly.
her thing.
Oh yeah, if she focuses with it and gets good, she can like start rewiring the space station. So if you try to open a door, you get shot or something. God, you can do some fucked up shit.
I mean, there was a lot of people in her game getting stuck because doors were locked and only certain people could open them.
Yep, key cards and stuff. And then you might get in trouble if you have someone else's key card on you, because security is petty enough to stop you and go, "Why do you have someone else's key card?"
Thanks, security. I mean, it's their job. They got to keep things. You got to make sure what's going on.
Fucking security.
All right, so that's Jelly playing Space Station 13. A rip-roaring good time by all accounts, and also insanity. All right, Idol Encore, the new generation group, has done their first collab. That's Enya Ignis, Shabletonia, and Chikufuji. Oh, sorry, Chikufuji Lisa. You have to say it fast and loud, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's chatting stream. Lisa is twice the size of everyone else for some reason. I've seen that. That sounds right. She's big demon sheep.
Yeah, it was a fun little chatting stream. They just kind of clarified a lot of things and showed like how they get along. And they're definitely super ecstatic to be working with each other. And
It's a lot of good folks, frankly.
yeah,
Well, it's 3 good folks, I guess, but still.
they actually mentioned that they had all kind of known each other before this.
Oh, nice.
Because it was a couple of them. It was Henya and I think Lisa that said they actually met and worked at Offkai last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they just didn't know who they were.
Oh, that's really funny. That's the one of those things where I'm just like, I'm really interested to see what happens at Offkai. I'm not an outgoing person when I'm alone, so I don't know if I'll even talk to anybody, but I'll have a good time. If nothing else, I'll go up to cosplayers and be like, "Can I take your picture, please?" Exactly. Like
Then you
that.
get punched by Helga.
Every time. Except for the one time she didn't punch Brainy, and so he just sat there and shook violently and punched himself in the
I
face.
just have the idea of like an SNL tier sketch, like, "Hi, I'm the guy that Helga Pataki used to punch." Oh, she would punch me every time. I actually had a breathing problem back then, so I felt very aware, acutely so, of.
His name's Brainy.
I never knew.
Now you do. So there you go. Check out their chatting stream if you want more information, more exposition, more information.
One thing I will say, things that they clarified specifically, they will be having weekly music releases.
Impressive. That's a tall order.
So, and then they said this is for
But cool, yeah, go
an
for it.
indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, as long as they can keep it up, is what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get 4, maybe we'll get 40. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, Idle. Speaking of, has a big Mario Kart tournament coming up. It'll be $1,000 prize. It's hosted by Henya and Connie on the main Idle channel. Different rotating views, and so there you go. Lots of folks are going to be taking part of this, I think.
Basically everyone except I don't think Lisa did, and Yuko was not there.
Yuko's not going to. Okay. I'm curious about Momo, because Momo.
I don't think Momo was there either. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
that adds up. Momo's still dealing with health stuff, I think, or I don't know what's going on really, but I mean, like, she was supposed to be at Offkai and then she dropped out, so I don't know. Just
I-
hope everything's okay for Momo. Momo's great. So
I watched some of Ren's stream, mostly because she named her stream Winner's Point of View. Powerful.
Unfortunate stream title there.
What do you mean?
So
Hubris?
so who did win this, Carlos?
So Miko actually won.
Oh.
Surprise sweep right there.
From Hololive Japan Generation Zero?
No.
Oh, okay. Who's this one? Is she from Idle? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's why. I'm still coming to terms with them. That's cool, though.
Rin was in fact the expected winner though, because she is known for this sort of thing, and apparently this tournament is something that she has wanted for a long time.
Well,
We
as
are-
long as she had fun, then she's a winner.
She did a really good job. Like it was her and a couple of other people that were like, they were definitely the people that knew what they were doing, knew how to play.
Some folks just get Mario Kart. I'm good enough at Mario Kart to know that I'll never be great at Mario Kart. I am like, I can beat all my friends fairly soundly, but I can never beat the people on the internet.
Mario is a fun game to be. Mario Kart is a fun game to be played on occasion.
Yeah.
No, it's competitive. It should be fight for real. It's
Not
just-
every game needs to be fucking competitive.
Oh yeah, tell that to the Smash Bros community.
I'm so fucking mad.
Wait, so do you enjoy Smash Bros or Mario Kart? Pick one.
Smash Bros is more fun.
There you go. See, he's wrong. I'm sorry. I am picking on you, right? No, I'm just a Mario Kart player. I don't like Smash Bros really at all. So
I like Smash Bros more, but I think that's because the only Mario Kart I really like is Double Dash. And every single one
that's
after that
fair,
just feels a
though.
little off.
Yeah, Double Dash was so good.
And like no, hey, like I've hosted Mario Kart and Smash Bros tournaments with like a ton of people entering. It's like I've spent my time thinking about both games in a competitive sense, and it's just Smash Bros is the one I would sooner play to have some fun. Also, fights are shorter in Smash Bros.
True, you're not stuck there for 3 laps.
Yeah,
I have unfortunate feelings about Smash Brothers just because I always loved that. That was always my favorite series from Nintendo for a long time. And each new game progressively didn't feel as good for me. And the newest iteration of the game by far feels the worst for me. So I just don't have a lot of interest in it anymore. And the newest iteration for me, it just feels like it's sped up significantly more than all the other ones. And it feels too much like a hardcore fighting game compared to the other ones.
Well, it's a delicate balance. I mean, not to get too into the Smash Brothers world. Holy crap. The director's all like, when we make it, we still treat it as a party game, but we know the fighting game people exist. He made a joke where he was like talking about something with like Sephiroth, and he was starting to say, now Sephiroth is normally a 14 frame jab, but this guy actually does 12. Oh, I caught myself talking fighting game. This is a party game. I love Sakurai.
I had the party game of that beaten out of me by the fighting game friends. Is my problem, so I don't enjoy the game anymore because I just had it removed from me.
It's a gradual evolution. It's a sore part for me. No game is allowed to be fun. Every game must be competitive. Let us optimize the fun out of everything.
Yeah.
Overwatch died on that cross.
That's true, actually. That's fair. I've been so actively fighting that with Helldivers, where like Helldivers is not, in my estimation, in a good place right now. But I have friends that are trying, like, that will tell me metagame strategies for it, and I'm like, please don't tell me. I just want to shoot bugs.
Oh, see, that's
Like-
your problem. I still play the game with friends most weeks, and none of us care. That I play with, to put it lightly, usually complete idiots.
Oh, okay. That's
So
See, that's more fun though, because you don't have people trying to be like, okay, well, if you do this first, then you're gonna have increased spawn waves, and like I'm just like,
we don't do any of that.
don't care, want shoot bug. Like,
I am the moron that takes the emplaced turret and I get in it and I get hit by a rocket every time.
yeah. See, that's the shit that I like though. All right, we got off on video game stuff. How dare we? This is about VTubers. Tell me about Miori Celeste's baked seal cookies hand cam stream.
So this was just a little chill stream that I caught a little bit of, where she was just she had these little seal cookie cutters, just baking cookies. There's a nice hand cam. She got to show off a little bit of her her alcohol that she got recently. Showed us her monkey knife fight alcohol.
That sounds like some hella alcohol, frankly.
It was a nice chill stream. She made the cookies, looked nice. She was at her mom's house at the time, so she had to go get her mom to help her find the baking utensils. So that was pretty hilarious. She ended up finding some of them in her living room for some reason.
Okay, that's fine.
She super hardcore dodged a bullet with her ingredients. She got a container out and then opened it up. Oh, look, that's my sugar. Hold on a second. Stuck her finger in and licked it. This is salt.
Oh my god.
How do you not have that labeled? Why do you not have that labeled?
How is this the start?
Chill stream. Made the cookies. Made some noodle hot pot at one point while she was waiting for the cookies to bake. Drew a penis on one of the seals.
It's the right thing to do. You got to do it.
Morally obligated.
I liked it.
Hell yeah. It's a good stream.
Chat kept spamming egg in all caps the whole time.
Egg. Can I interest you in an egg in these trying times? Okay, that's cool. Lots of good streams this week. Lots of good stuff. I didn't really have anything in particular I wanted to point out. Oh, yeah, I do actually. GX Aura had a phenomenal stream the other day where she has a mascot character named Rambit. And Rambit did an interview, so you could submit questions for Rambit for using channel points, and then you could also submit answers from Rambit using text-to-speech redeems through channel redeems. I submitted a few, well, I didn't submit any questions, actually. I did submit a few answers. Rambit, if you don't know, speaks with a beautiful Italian accent.
Mamma mia.
Yes. It is very good. Very, very funny. I have not laughed that hard at a live stream, and I just don't know when. I was fucking dying. At some point, someone figured out that if you type "who?" ? It sounds like he's coughing. So he goes, "Who?" And so some people would randomly put a "who?" in the middle of their answer. So he'd be like talking and then randomly cough, and then it would be like, "Please excuse me," and then he would continue like on with his explanation. So Just again, a fantastic stream. Absolutely hysterical. I loved every moment of it. I look forward to highlight videos. I'm sure they're on their way.
It reminds me of a streamer that I watched a while ago. He doesn't stream anymore. He was a League streamer. You can forget about him.
Okay.
But at some point, people would submit, because he had the text-to-speech donations on, and you could submit like Lenny faces to it if you really wanted to.
Oh, and it would just say the name of them?
And it would appear on screen. But the text-to-speech didn't know what they were. So all it would do is just read whatever characters in the face that it actually knew.
Yep.
And the only characters that it recognized were degree. So every time he'd type it out, and the text-to-speech would just go, degree. And that was a meme in his stream for years. Because that's all the text-to-speech would just spam all the time.
See, this one will say out the name of whatever emote. So at some point in the past, somebody just spammed. She has an emote of petting Aura, and it's called Pet Aura. But somebody just like spammed it and redeemed it as a voice command. So he's just sitting there going, Patora, 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 Patora. And that became a meme pretty quickly. Oh my goodness. Also, my favorite personal redeem that I put in was when I had him say, I don't want to go back to prison. It is cold there. That was me making myself laugh really hard. But if we've made you laugh or breathe out of your nose quickly or just enjoy anything that we've done, we'd like to thank you for that. Thank you to Ranson for the wonderful conversation we had last week about how you got into VTubers. Turns out it was during the ramp up of Big Ligma, and he saw this pink-haired shrine maiden on top of a roof shooting people and screaming, "Stay home."
A classic.
Absolutely what I said too. I was like, that is one of the best clips from not the early days, but I guess the early days of Hololive at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, fantastic. I love that you shared that. Wonderful. If you'd like to leave us a comment, let us know what you think. Comments down below on the YouTube video version. If you want updates from us, there's our Twitter account. You can follow us, which would be really cool. We always appreciate it. Sometimes we post cooking videos of what we cook before the stream if we decide to cook something. You want to chat with us directly? We have a Discord link down below. Go ahead and join us on there. I'm usually around somewhere. The audio versions of the podcast are available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. The video version is obviously available on YouTube. If you wouldn't mind dropping us a review, 5-star reviews help us go a long way. Likes on the videos are also really important. And so please share us, and past that, please share us around with whoever you think would enjoy us. We always appreciate that happening. Thank you very much. We always like that. Guys, have anything you want to shill for right now? Go watch the Cupcake remix that Cam did.
Yeah. I don't take requests. I make no promises.
There you go. Alrighty. Birfdays, and we're getting out of here. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. May 24th. La Place. That should be May 25th. I apologize. I do believe that's May 25th.
This show's kind of shit.
Oh my god. Anyways, La Place Darkness from Hololive JP.
Happy birthday.
May 26th, Serena Maiko from V4 Mirai. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
May 29th, Cottontail VA, who is an indie. Happy birthday.
You've been born.
Yay. And May 30th, Shugure Ui, who is an indie and also mother to Watame, I believe. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So that's the birthdays. We're the Numbnuts. We'll see you next week.
It's like 80 degrees.
It is so hot in here. I'm so sweaty.
Jesus Christ.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.